My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 1st, 2024. It is 4:54 a.m. I just finished edit my last recording that I did yesterday afternoon. So I decided to hop on Twitter to see what's happening. But majority of the thing that I put on the list, I did not see them on my computer where I'm talking right now. It's when I was rendering the last video that I just did on my other computer, and I hop on Twitter while things are uploading, and I saw all of these tweets, and then I like them, and then come on this computer, go on Twitter to grab them again to put on the list. So I don't know why this computer is not showing a lot of the Sussex squad's tweet. I was planning on doing just one video, but there's a possibility I might just do two, because some of the information I don't think they should be on the same video. Like for instance, this, a little bit of politics, not that much, and it seems like William's documentary did not do too well, so that will be on this video. So I have about 10 tweets on that, and then these are about Harry, NATO, the squad still talking about it, and some lighthearted kind of tweets regarding Meghan and Kamala Harris. So these 8 tweets, hopefully they could fit in one video within 1 hour. I will record them, hopefully, before I wake up the kids, on PYTE. Okay, so we're gonna focus on this. Let me grab that, and then let's look at the background. For record purposes, feel free to skip. So this was the last video that I put out yesterday, and I recorded recently, and put it out really quickly, because after the election it doesn't matter anymore. All right, look how it did. 84 views only. All right, so if you guys are just happen on this is the first video you're watching, I have a video almost every day, at least one. If it's not on this channel, it's on PYTE. That's another channel that I have I talk about Harry and Meghan. So when you have the time, check my channel. There will always be something. If for instance I'm sick or whatever, okay, so that'll be that. But other than that, I will have a video every day. So this one didn't do too well at all. They're really suppressing a lot of information, a lot of videos. Okay, so let's focus on the analytic aspect of the channel. Okay, current subscribers 4,454 subscribers. New subscriber welcome. I think there's one that the last recording I think is 53. Now it's 54. Okay, estimate revenue $116.03. At some point I think it reached 125 and went back down again. But anyway, analytics. Okay, views in the last 48 hours, 436 views. All right, so you guys need to share the videos and like and comment and all of that. So let's go on Twitter. All right, so this is the first tweet. When I saw it, I said I'll just put it for the sake of just starting the video. Okay, November has begun, so we have 4 more days for election. I've already voted, and so many people have already voted, so let's pray and hopefully things go smoothly. Okay, so that's that with this tweet. Probably other people, doing different things. Oh, Mariah Carey, she's finally free. All right, so I don't even want to play it because I like that one, because I do not want to get copyright. All right, so that's that. It's just this tweet that says November has begun, and today is November 1st. Okay, so next tweet. I will not go in the comment section. It's just for information purposes. Hey, mainstream media, you want ratings? talk about Trump's connection with Epstein and Diddy, or about his acceptance of bribes from enemy governments, or about him violating the Logan Act by hosting enemy leaders, or about his plans to steal the election. But this isn't about ratings. All right, so that's that. People know, but mainstream media just zip its mouth and suppress everything that they could. All right, look at, I just showed you this video. Okay, 86 views. And I have how many subscribers? 4,454. I don't know. Again, if you are new, just know that I have a video every day. At least one video. I try to. Alright, so that's that. I don't want to go into much detail. I have a lot of other videos that talk about, I don't know if they're still up, because at one point YouTube changed its copyright, not copyright, change its rule. You cannot talk about this, about that. So I don't know if they are still up. Alright, next tweet. Now this one is very interesting. Okay, it's gonna be a screenshot once I play the video. This is it right here. He told no lie. Trump has never been for the people, not even for the people that follow his. It started with Trump. Vote blue down the ballot. Get out and vote blue. Our lives depend on it. Okay, so she retweeted that. That's a squatty. Pause again. Mark Cuban is right. Inflation started under Trump. All right, so there's the date of this, 10/29/24. Let's listen. Screenshot. It's 1 minute and 36 seconds.
What do you say when you're the Harris administration and people are questioning what is it that you did? You were a former attorney general, you're a former senator, you're the vice president of the United States, but you really don't have a record to stand on, yet he does. How does the Harris...
For once, I know Mark Cuban have been talking about in terms of business aspect of things. Okay? Most of the videos that I've shared with you during this election season, he focused on the business aspect of things. Nothing personal, okay? Just the business aspect of things. But for me, the COVID itself, it's not a good look. You don't hear them talking about all of this stuff. How many Americans died under him? He didn't even want to give them proper information, telling them to drink certain stuff that could easily kill them and all of that. Meanwhile, he's sending COVID tests to Putin and all of that. You don't hear the mainstream media talking about that. That record alone is a failure. COVID itself under him, when President Obama had left a blueprint for him to follow, he didn't even follow it. Okay, so that's that. Let's listen to him though.
Administration answered that.
Well, first, to Bill's point, she was the vice president. She has no power. And second, you have to look at the root.
That's another thing many people don't understand. They keep on saying as if she is the president right now. She's just the vice president, supporting the president on all of his ideas and things like that. Okay, so let me start it all over because I'm talking in between.
What do you say when you're the Harris administration and people are questioning what is it that you did? You were a former attorney general, you're a former senator, you're the vice president of the United States, but you really don't have a record to stand on, yet he does. How does the Harris administration answer that?
Well, first, to Bill's point, she was the vice president. She has no power. And second, you have to look at the root of inflation. I'll tell you exactly when the very first kernel of inflation was set. And that was in April of 2020. It was right at the early days of the pandemic. The gas prices were $1.87. The oil companies went to Donald Trump and said, we are getting crushed with gas prices at $1.87. Please go to Saudi Arabia and your friend MBS. Please go to Russia and your friend Vladimir Putin and ask them to reduce production. So he had a choice to make. Does he help his oil company cronies, or does he help keep gas prices low? You already know what he did. He went to his he went to support his oil company cronies, went to MBS and Putin and said, please reduce production. That was the day inflation started. And you can track minute by minute, hour by hour, month by month, year by year, quarter by quarter, that as long as that agreement was in place up until 2022, gas prices kept on going up. The minute that agreement came out and production changed, gas prices started going down and you saw inflation go down. So you can take all you want and blame it on the Biden administration, but it started with Donald Trump.
Wow. This is what I mean. When you talk with business people, on my last video I said that, who knows their stuff, and it's no comparison with Trump at all. Yeah. But anyway, I do not want to go in the comment because I do not want to make this video long. Let's go to the next tweet because I know I will be start talking with William's failure of a documentary. All right, next one. Vote blue down the ballot. Under the Trump-Musk economic plan, we will lose between 10 and 50 million jobs. It will crash our economy worse than W. Bush did. We're getting all the warning. People with proper information and business people are warning us. People who, who don't want to lick his boot. They are telling us what can happen if we follow Trump's kind of policy. Okay, so let's listen. It's 1 minute and 28 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
There are two new headlines you have to see, but you have to see them together. And this is what the media just doesn't do well enough. They don't show you the news in context so you can actually understand what's happening. So I'm going to do that. The first headline is that they just announced the economy grew 2.8% last quarter. That's considered very strong growth, and it's also the last reading that we're going to have before the elections. But the second headline is the truly insane one. You may have heard that Elon Musk was at Trump's Madison Square Garden rally talking about how he was going to help Trump cut $2 trillion in federal spending. And somebody on X challenged Musk on this $2 trillion cut, and they said that it would cause a severe overcorrection in the economy. You know what Musk said? Sounds about right. Billionaires are immune to economic chaos. They don't care, they thrive in it. But do you know what a severe overcorrection means to real Americans? That means 10, 20, 50 million jobs lost. We're talking about people short selling their homes because they're underwater in their mortgage. It's going to be the Great Recession, possibly a depression all over again. And this is Trump's economic wizard, the dude who is literally building a bunker for all of his girlfriends and all of their children. This is why Trump has stopped talking about the economy, stopped talking about GDP, stopped talking about unemployment and inflation. He knows he's lost every single argument. Now voters just have to decide, do they want a severe overcorrection where they have to hide their families in bunkers for a couple of years? Or do they want to keep their jobs, keep their houses, and make more money?
It's crazy. It's crazy. The guy doesn't care. All right, now I want to read some of the comments here. Even Elon himself admit the economy will crash. Who the hell wants to destroy the greatest economy in history? The Republican Party, who does not give a damn about the hardship and destroy lives their insane plan will cause. This is insanity. Turning a roaring economy into a, disaster? Destroying lives. Insanity. Turning a roaring economy into a depression worse than 1929 is madness. Okay, every Republican since Ike has been a disaster for America. They run up the bill and stiff us with the tab while also blaming us for the reason the debt grew. Die hard MAGA though. Just don't believe the facts that their cult leaders are even spewing now. This is what he said, draining the swamp. He's draining the swamp out so it could come and destroy America. Okay, but those poor billionaires need another tax cut. Come on now, be kind. That's gonna tickle back down after the economy tank. Poof. Yeah, that's a sarcasm right there. Okay, so let's leave that alone. Okay, I could go more into it, but that's just reality. People who know stuff. This is the good thing that I like with what's going on. While the media keep people in the dark, so people with knowledge and at the same time, each time I said that, I have to say we have to be careful with the type of information we're getting. But the thing is that people who know certain things take it up on themselves, create a short video like I just shared with you to put the proper information out. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Now we're getting into the royals. Right, Kate Middleton, when she married Prince William, she retweeted that. I just got this resume from a new applicant. This will be my first job. Okay, I just got this resume from a new applicant. This will be my first job. Oh, now I got it. Now I got it. At least he's being honest. Being honest, that's the resume. This will be his first job. What do you want him to put? Oh my God, now I got it. Because that was a retweet. I thought there was something more to it, but this is the resume. If this is his first job, that's the thing. He's not lying. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the next tweet. I don't want to go in the comment. But the squad who retweeted say when what is it when she married William? Let me pause this. All right, so this is another retweet. Is this the same slap that will air on Disney? So we're getting to know more about what happened to the documentary. Come on. I just want to, okay, pause it so I don't get flagged on YouTube. Prince William's documentary is called An Abject Failure. Willie is not really into doing for others. He never had the compassion needed to want to help others. Photo apps were good enough. He's just trying to one-up Prince Harry, which he's miserably failing to do, Prince Harry. All right, so let's see the docuseries. I mean, when you look at it, again, the thing that I'm thinking about goes back to when the Queen father died. If you know what I've been saying, think of it that way until now. So he's at the point where they never really train him to let him aware the position, the things that he could do with the position. Okay, so they train him to be this way. But meanwhile, Harry, on the other hand, who knew he was not the heir to the throne and he had to work his butt off, so he became a person of thinking, a thinker who wants to know, maybe whatever Princess Diana had instilled in him till the age of 12 years old. So he knew he was not gonna get all the perks that come with the institution. He had to fend for himself. So William knew the thing was gonna be there for him. So what's the point of even working hard? So it's the thing that they put on him. And this is one thing that I've said in the past. The way, if the institution was really serious, the way they were raising the boys should have been the opposite. Okay? Harry should have been raised where, pamper him and whatever, education and everything, the way they raise William. Because at the end of the day, William will be the one who inherit everything. If they raise William with scarcity, he has to work hard for his things, make sure you get your education, do the reverse psychology on him. That way, when he is the king, he'll appreciate it. He'll be like, oh, I didn't know this was he will know that will be for him. But knowing the hardship, the way he had to work hard to get some of the things, so by the time he reached the throne, he will have more respect for it. You understand what I mean? But anyway, let me read this. But and on the other hand, they raised them or him to be what we see now. Prince William documentary branded Abject Failure amid mixed reviews. Published the 31st, 2024. That was yesterday. Prince William's campaign to end homelessness has spawned a TV documentary described by one reviewer as dismal television. Oh my God. It all suggests William might have an uphill battle ahead of him as he works to carve out a legacy during his time as next in line to the throne. Okay, Marianne Levy for iNews was perhaps most scathing in her assessment, arguing the royal needed to grapple with the political causes behind rising level of homelessness. Okay, the recycle system. Okay, you have politicians, putting people due to their rules and regulation, their laws, putting people in poverty, and then you have the paper. Now the U.S. is feeling it, blind the people from reality. Okay, not reporting what's going on with the politician and all of that. So they blind the people with nonsense about Harry and Meghan.
We got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
That's not even true. And then the institution pretend they're helping. This is what's blowing in his face. Oh my goodness. Because he doesn't know the foundation, the cause of why there's so much homelessness. Because from what I've seen, there's people who are working in the UK, they're living in poverty. I was so shocked when I find out how much like doctors were earning. Let me see if it's still the same. Because at one point I remember when I found out, I took a screenshot of it, put it on my community board. Let me see if it's the same. Okay, so there's this here. The average salary for a doctor in the UK depend on their level of training and roles. Foundation training, basic salary 32,000 plus to 37,000 plus. Specialist training, basic salary 43,000 plus to 63,000 plus. Specialist doctors 52,000 plus to 82,000 plus. Okay, specialist grade doctors, basic salaries 83,000 plus to 92,000 plus. Okay, general practitioners, okay, what is 68,000 plus to 104,000 plus. Okay, so that's the average. So we get to the 100 when we get to general practitioners. And I put here what is the average salary doctors in the US. Okay, primary care, $227,000. Specialists, $394,000. Okay, overall, $363,000. Okay, they are in the 100,000. But for the UK, it remains in the 2-digit. Well, not 2-digit, in the 5-digit. Okay, 32 up to the highest was 100,000. Okay, so I was surprised. There was something else that I saw and I was shocked by. So the NHS should be one of those where they should be very well paid. And who knows what further down let's see, for teachers, for the argument's sake. Okay, so for the UK, the average salary for UK teachers, qualification, 31,000 plus. Okay, based on location, there's more. There's different numbers. You guys could check it. Okay, so there's this number here, 33,000 pound. Okay, pound, not dollars. Pound per year. 33,000 pound per year. Close to doctors and stuff like that. But when in the US, there it is here. All right, 72,000 plus. Depend on your level. So let's see here. As of October 1st, 2024, the average annual pay of engineer 5 in the United States. I'm not talking about that. Just regular average salary. Oh, what the hell? That was supposed to be teachers. Okay. For teachers. That's the one thing. Okay. The average is 71,000 plus. Okay. From 2023 to 2024 school year. 71,000 plus. What did the UK said? The average 33,000 plus. Okay, so all this play over in the poverty in the UK, and let's not forget, some of them probably still paying back their whatever loan or for their education, and then they have to pay for their bills. From what I've heard, gas prices, heating bills, I don't know, mortgage if they have one, and all of that. So all of this play a role into what's going on in every society, not just the UK. Okay, so there's that. So he needs to understand the foundation of the problem. Did he understand it? I don't know. Okay, the contributors talk of hope, but what this documentary was missing was anger. William is clearly committed to his cause, but he simply cannot galvanize his audience at the ballot box and the workplace and in the wider social arena to fix this inhumane problem once and for all. As an hour of factual television that was supposed to prove it is possible to end homelessness, this documentary was an abject failure. The pro-monarchy Daily Mail also contains some stinging criticism, as high-profile columnist Jen Moore wrote that after part 1 of the 2-part series, I was no clearer about how the prince was going to achieve his homewards objective.
That policy of making Harry feel important sometimes upset William. He began to see Harry as a rival, especially on skis.
There was a lot of jealousy. I think at one stage William stomped off in a tantrum. because he wasn't feeling well. He had flu, and there was Harry doing really well on his skis, and William kept falling over, so he just stomped off.
Harry had a natural affinity with sport.
The sporting star of the family is definitely Harry, and it always has been. And that used to really irritate William, because he would see his younger brother better on the skis than he was. And Harry was fearless. You see, Harry is fearless.
You could still see it in Harry now, but I was laughing with the royal rats because they love to really instigate, to push the button to make William feel even worse than the way he is. But William, I mean, if you know you're weak at something and you want to be better at it, what's the best thing to do? Practice. Improve on yourself. Not to take it as a form of competition between you and your brother. You know you're not good at it. Okay, are you going to be a professional of it? If you want to be a professional of it, then you train to be better at it. Not to hate on somebody because they're better at it naturally. Nobody born with supernatural kind of abilities. Some get it right away. Some have to really practice and practice and practice until they get better. What is it? I think Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball player. From my understanding, I think when he first tried out for a basketball team, he was not, they did not pick him. So what did he do? He went and practiced, and he became one of the greatest ball player of all time. So this guy, I don't know. Let's go to the next one. I don't want to take too long. I'm already 20-something minutes into the next one. Again, it's talking about the documentary. Abject failure for Prince William and his documentary. Quote, sometimes one cannot escape the feeling that we are all bystanders in a monumental existential struggle between Prince William and Prince Harry to be known henceforth as Mommy Love Me Best. I mean, that should escape William's mind because after you tell your mother is paranoid, I think the ship had sailed. If the universe worked in a mysterious way and Princess Diana was looking out for both of her boys wherever she's at in heaven, but the moment I feel like he called his mother paranoid.
I would like to thank Lord Dyson and his team for the report. It is welcome that the BBC accepts Lord Dyson's findings in full, which are extremely concerning. That BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia, and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
And Princess Diana was looking out for both of her boys wherever she's at in heaven. But the moment I feel like he called his mother paranoid, the ship has sailed. I think Princess Diana was trying to give him benefit of the doubt to protect him and things like that, but he took it upon himself, stand in front of national television to call his mother paranoid. Okay, it's not genuine, but he's good at putting on facial expression like he's really concerned. Okay, Prince William documentary branded Abject failure amid mixed review. Alright. Okay, William Kate endeavors seems like the royal version of giving children busy work to keep them occupied. Like instead of giving them button to sword, Palace Grey Suit said, here's homelessness and early years could fill your time. Pat on the head. It's so inauthentic. It's true. Like I said, with the other one, with early childhood, kids cannot even express their vocabulary is not even at a certain level where they could express their thought. Of all things, to think of baby brains, early childhood, psychology, It's ridiculous. Psychology is really hard, but they gave her the hardest. Whew. But at the same time, okay, you could say it's hard. For me, I know for a fact it's hard. Okay, I took the basic of basic in college. I find it hard. Can you imagine going further, the next level and the next level? My brain will explode. Okay, because I asked too many questions. Things did not click to me right away. So, but there are people who are really into all of this stuff. There are people who spend, their free time doing psychology stuff, studying, reading books, doing different studies. Guess what? You have the platform. Learn from Harry. Bring these people along to help, do the research for you, and then give them credit. It's not a bad thing to give other people credit. But I don't know what she's doing. The blueprint had set. Harry had shown how it's done. This is why the derangers keep on putting Harry down, saying, what does Harry knows about this thing? He doesn't know. Why is he talking in behalf of... Guess what? He bring expert. Okay? He learned from these people. All right, what is that here? William is the same... There's the word here, that called his mother paranoid, like I was saying. He act like his father and his mistress. Harry has her heart and gift. Oh well, okay, so she mute this. Sussex squad, well, we see Whiskers has nothing to offer except PR, copy and paste, which always end up being a flop unless we promote it for him. We know what to do, don't we? Mute. Okay, is this the same one that going on Disney? Will has always been a dud, but he had Harry there to pop him up or take the fall for everything. Now that Harry is free to do his work, the difference in character, will, intelligence, and kindness is stark obvious. It is hard not to see, and it is getting hard to ignore, even by Royal Rats. Alright, so there's that. Let's leave this alone. There's another tweet that talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who was advising William to see this is the best thing to do to get rid of his brother. Okay? Literally put it on paper, bring a professional who knows the law in the UK to put it in writing to get his brother out of there. When in fact, he know for a fact, he was not the one with the ideas. He was not putting things together. Maybe Harry probably asked him when they're doing project, when Harry was a working royal. That's what I'm making reference to. Maybe when certain things are happening that they're working together, Harry will bring certain topic to him to get his input to see how he feels about certain things. But other than that, Harry was the brain and the one who was involved in doing the thing. And when I first came across the Obama Foundation interview between Harry and Melody Hobson, and I was like, there is absolutely no way. It's not Harry who did, who came up with the idea, with the conversation with the Royal Foundation. Because he explained it to the T. You could cut any corners. He will explain to you how it will work. I don't see someone who was not the brain behind that to be able to explain it in such details. And then that's the beauty of it with Harry. Melody Hobson asked Harry twice in the interview, who came up with the idea?
Without credit, I mean, I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
What was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
the Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
was it just obviously a good idea, or?
I think it comes with the territory, doesn't it?
He ignored it the first time, and then the second time he said he doesn't remember. When we know very well it was Harry, because he did not want to take full credit and to put his brother and sister-in-law under the bus. Instead, he ignored it, and then he said he doesn't remember. But if it was William, he will say it was him. But anyway, next tweet. 1 million viewers literally changed the channel or switch off when William's documentary came on. That is all. Let's see here. She retweeted that. What does it mean when a TV time slot usually gets 2.4 million viewers and when your face comes on, 1 million viewers switch off the channel asking for Prince William? So I'm assuming maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I don't know, is the time slot. Let me look. I'd like to ask Google. So that's exactly what I thought. Okay, this is what I would. What is the main time slot for a new TV show? Okay, prime time is commonly, that's what I should have put, prime time. Prime time is commonly defined 8 to 11 p.m. So I'm assuming it was around this time that they did the show. So typically around that time, they usually get 2.4 million. So half of the people, 1.4 million people, turn the channel. There's that. They get fed this gruel all day, every day by their media. Maybe they just want to enjoy the end of their day without having some pompous, there's the word here, tell them he's their savior. All right, let me go into that retweet here. All right. What does it mean when a TV time slot usually gets 2.4 million viewers and when your face comes on, 1 million viewers switch off the channel asking for Prince William? Okay, it's definitely coming. That's an ad. Okay, someone said, let's pause. Someone said he's going double styrofoam. What? That BAFTA is on the way. The award show. Oh my damn. William actually cost the station viewers. Yeah, the monarchy and big trouble. I bet the show features Harry and Meghan Garner rating. I remember what happened when the Oprah interview and Bradby interview with Prince Harry. What happened? Let me go into it. Okay, I bet they thought they will bury the Harry and Meghan documentary in a landslide. I bet they thought that all American will turn in to hear the doofus heir pontificate. Poor Disney. When will they learn that the leftover royals don't have it? Yeah, she put the it in the quotation. Well, Harry's last documentary did almost 3 times the number. Let's see this. The squad. Oh my God, this is too small. Okay. 1.4. That's William. The doc came up short of the 2 million who watch Camilla's Country. Okay, I can't see. I'll enlarge it when I'm editing. You could look at the numbers. It's very blurry and small. Alright, so that's an ad. Let's go to the next tweet. Or should I go back? Okay, 1 million people turned out. I didn't realize they could statistically measure how repellent King Egg is. It's official. Prince William is where influence and significance goes to die. At ITV, back the wrong Prince. I'm a little ashamed at how hearty my laugh was. It means it's time Willie understand that he cannot hang with the big dog. Willie should accept that he's a fell wanker. Perhaps he could spend his time cleaning up there's the word here, SHIT, and England's waters. That no matter how much YouGov polls prove him, how much the right-wing tabloid protect him, he is not popular. It's the same thing that's happening right now, okay, with the election coming up. They turn off the light, not telling the news, that's what I mean by that, and then they're propping up the other one, the former one, and then, you saw from the beginning of this video. All right, next tweet. Yeah, I remember when he showed up to a community center to set up for Ukrainian refugee and said, quote, as long as we can show up and give you a smile here or there. I have that video. There it is.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it does more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So,
With a straight face to people who just ran from a war. Yeah, mark this tweet. Let me find that footage. Okay, I know what she's talking about. Prince William has a massive tone problem. That was 2 days ago. Okay, whenever he opens his mouth, he sounds arrogant and annoyed. There's no sense of passion, empathy, or love when he speaks. That's for sure. Okay, I just love that the arrogant prick chose to have his Earth, that's the thing here, event on the same timeline as the US election. What is the time? timeline. Oh, I'm thinking time zone. Okay, never mind. Does really think anyone will be paying attention to his vanity project? What a fool. That's his problem. This is the thing with Harry and Meghan. They think logically. If you look at, I did 3 videos yesterday, November 31st. And one of them, I said, with the meeting that he did with NATO, when he did the 10th anniversary of Invictus in the UK, he met with one of the NATO people. What's his name? Is it Jeff or Brett? I forgot his name. I'll put the picture. Okay, and I said probably around that time during the 10th anniversary, they probably spoke about something. But due to his schedule, you saw his schedule in September, he was pretty busy. Speech after speech during the UN assembly, going different places to represent different things. His thing for Archwell, the family thing, I forgot the name of it, and for with the Queen of Lesotho, I think, or Botswana, I think it was Lesotho, where he sat next to her to do different presentation and all of that. So he was very busy. He had a lot on his plate. And then after that, he had to fly to the UK to represent Wellchild. At that time when I was doing the video, I can remember Wellchild, of all things. All right, Wellchild. And then soon after Wellchild, jumped on a plane to go to Africa to show, business leaders how they could invest in Central Bali and things like that. And then right after in Africa, he had to fly to South Africa, more event for Central Bali. So he was packed. And then he got maybe 2 or 3 weeks relax, probably, fixing up things to talk to NATO. And then he had that meeting with NATO. So Harry is very busy. They're very organized. And you could see when they do that things are done properly. But, and these things, all right, it takes a lot of time. Many of them, I'm pretty sure, Harry and Meghan sometimes work late at night.
Distinguished honor to introduce someone that I think you'll all be very excited to hear from. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you.
This kind of thing, especially with Harry, dealing with people globally, different time zone. So this is a guy, sometimes when you see his eyes look kind of, you see the ball under his eyes, you just know he didn't sleep because he was working. But when Meghan was over there, 6 o'clock, she was up. She sent email. These people got upset. So things like that take times. Okay, sometimes, it doesn't take the amount of time you do at a job. Okay, when you get up, you go to work. Sometimes that amount of time is not enough to complete the project. You have to take some home with you and do certain things. So when Harry and Meghan were doing things, they call them bossy, pushy, this and that, and these people work from 9 to 12.
Yeah, I think there's another factor here too, that Meghan is a very professional woman, and she's very American in that way, and the male-dominated culture of the royal household doesn't like the kind of terms that they would use there, pushy and pushy American. They don't like pushy Americans, meaning that they don't like professional people who work hard. And a lot of the Debbie kind of girls who get to work inside the palace work from about 9 to 12 and then take the rest of the day off. And Meghan was very impatient with that. She wanted to see a new work ethic, maybe a work ethic as strong as the Queen's herself.
So how much can you do from 9 to 12? All right, so that's what you get. And if Harry and Meghan were there, Meghan, who have experience in production and television and all of that, these were things that Meghan could have helped him. Even if Meghan was not knowledgeable on certain things, I'm 100% sure she knows someone who would have helped him the exact way that he wants. But jealousy, stupidity, pop up his brain, kick out the 2 knowledgeable, smartest royals over there and kick them out. And this is the difference. We're seeing the difference. And many of those things could have been done for him, and he will, even though if he didn't do anything in it, okay, just go and show up, cut ribbons, and plop, he get full credit. And Meghan literally told them she doesn't mind being in the background, do the hard work and all of this, and maximize her potential.
Yes, I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think
she literally told them that, but they didn't get it. Harry got it. And I'm sure as well, Harry probably explained to Meghan before their wedding and all of those things that he is a spare. This is what we do. We don't take precedent over the other ones. I'm sure Meghan understood that. And that explains to me when all 4 of them were sitting on stage where Meghan said she doesn't mind being in the background. She literally telling them that. But they didn't take advantage of it. All right, next tweet. That's his fault. Okay, is that the one that I just did? 78. Prince William has a massive tone problem. Whenever he opens his mouth, he sounds arrogant and annoyed. Okay, I did this, so let's go to the next one. If I didn't do it, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, so that's this one again. Did I do it? Yeah, I remember when he showed up to a community. Okay, I'm doing it twice. All right, so that's the one I went in. Arrogant. Okay. So let's go to the next tweet. And then that's my last one, okay? And then I'll do another one. Next tweet, and this is my last one. Let's pause this GIF. So I thought today was the deadline that Charles was going to cut off Andrew's security. What's the deal? I mean, I haven't following them or pay attention to them that much. I saw the squad we're talking about, so I share it with you. I really don't care. Alright, I care so little about William that I didn't know he had a documentary. I'm telling you, the squad we're talking about. Okay, I read somewhere he gave the exec from Disney honorary title, so I assume he, oh my god, did he? Okay, I'm learning this now. I assume he has a Disney deal. I have Disney, so when they play his special, I'll watch Elephant narrated by Duchess. I don't have it, but the squad are good. Yes, Sussex squad, can you not forget things? They thought this should have been forgotten by now. We are the elephant. Remember the story with the elephant? I have a video where I have the elephant in front of it. I think I had Meghan sitting on it. There's a tweet that I read. I remember that tweet. It's someone who had died, and there's an elephant who came out of nowhere it's not funny though, and dragged the casket and the person out of the casket, and somebody said she must have been mean to that elephant, and the elephant didn't forget. It was making round that time. It was somewhere, it wasn't last year, the year before, I think, summer, because I remember reading it when we were going to Montauk, and I was laughing my ass off in the car, and because I was reading the tweet. I was not driving, obviously, and I was laughing, and I told my husband that, and then we had to stop at the side of the road because my husband, see, I remember all of this, had to stop because he felt like one of the tires were kind of needed more air or something like that. I remember this very well. Look at this. The other day I couldn't even remember well, child. Now I remember things from a year and a half ago. So yeah, the squad is saying, Sussex squad, stop remembering things. Just forget about this. So apparently, so the deadline to remove Andrew's security was a day. I don't know. Oh my god, that's an ad. Those GIF. Charles served Andrew with a security termination notice. There's the laugh here. The day he does be on the lookout for Andrew's press conference. Charles and his barefoot Contessa are getting energy injection in India, so Andrew is safe for the time being. Barefoot, that's, you know, the horse going up the stairs without her shoes in Australia. Alright, they put out this slide every now and then to throw the scent of something damaging. Charles is never going to evict Andrew, nor take away his security. He will never. Andrew knows where the bodies are buried. He and the wifey had to go for a spa treatment instead. Did they? So twice I've heard that in this comment here. This is extra here. LOLs, truth is Willie's plan was always to have Harry do all the work and him taking credit for it. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so there's an archive for this. Alright, it's all suggested William might have an uphill battle ahead of him as he works to carve out a legacy during his time as next in line to the throne. Prince William documentary branded Abject Failure amid mixed review. Oh my god. Can we read that? Okay, so that's a screenshot. She has an archive for it. I'll leave the link in the description, okay, if you guys want to read it. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I'm gonna do another video that will be on PYTE. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.